Welcome back to the channel. We're a family of 5, slowly piecing together a life that feels real, free and ours. Nearly a year ago, we found ourselves standing on 40 acres of raw land. No house, no power, no fences. Just a wild dream to build something meaningful from the ground up. We've definitely had our setbacks and we've pivoted more than once, but we keep showing up because we believe in what we're building. By doing a lot of the work ourselves, we're saving so much for the things that really matter. The process may take us a little longer and it might be a little messier while we live here and renovate at the same time, but we know in the end it will be totally worth it. And we know we're not the only ones craving something slower, something simpler, and something that doesn't require us to live by someone else's timeline. So if you've ever dreamt of stepping away from the rush, building something of your own, or just finding some meaning in the everyday moments, this is for you and welcome to our journey. So we've been able to get a few jobs done around the house. They might not all be finished yet, but we have started them. So Jay started the tiling behind the kitchen sink. We had a lot of water go down there just when, kids were doing dishes and stuff like that. And some of the cabinetry has kind of expanded a little bit. So we thought it was really important to try and get that done and sealed as fast as possible, so there was no more damage done to that. We have done the shelving on top of the tiles. We've added some raw shelving, but I did start chipping away at that to just make the edges a little bit more rustic. And yes, I am using a Stanley knife to do it, but it did turn out really, really nice. So we're kind of happy with that. It took a little bit, but it was definitely worth it. It does look really rustic, and that's the look we're going for. So with the stain, I actually made this one up myself by just putting a little bit of a tint into a clear water-based coat. The shelves are one of those little jobs that haven't been finished yet. We do have to head into Bunnings to get some of the floating shelf brackets. However, us heading into town is a 3.5 hour round trip. So we've got to kind of plan for these things, and this is just one of those ones that's going to have to wait for the next video for us to update. Keeping it real with you guys, over the last 2 weeks, these two heifers have done nothing but wreak havoc on us. They have escaped absolutely every electric fence that we have put in. They were doing really, really well for a while, and I think that the little black one has discovered how to get out and then has taught the red one how to get out as well. So after looking into it a little bit more, I think with the Dexters, because they have a little bit of a thicker fur, I have had to order a new solar energizer pack. This time I've gone with Thunderbird, so I'm hoping that the voltage is, because it's a little bit higher, will work and contain them. And I've also swapped the poly tape with a poly wire. So fingers crossed, from now on, they will be contained in their own little paddocks. We've also been preparing the front of our property to have a big burn off. We've had the local fireys come out and assess the situation and told us what we need to do in order to get a permit ready for us to do a big burn off. We've got so many piles out the front here, and they have been sitting here for about 7 months, so they're definitely going to light up and they're going to be hot. So they've told us to fill up 4 IBC containers and just situate them across the front of the property. So in case of an emergency, we can tap into them and use our Honda pump here in case we need it. As you can see, some of these piles are absolutely massive. So we have asked the fireys if they were willing to come here and start everything themselves, and then once it's all simmered down, we'll just maintain it and push everything further in. And it might take a few extra days, but at least it's a safer way to do it. And they do it as a training, a way to train other people how to do fires and stuff as well. So that's really cool that our local people are willing to do that for us, and it feels a lot safer for us because they're just massive. There's so much to burn off. This is just the front. There is so much more still to be done at the back, but they said that they're going to concentrate on doing this section first, and then they'll slowly move up to the back of the property after these have simmered down for a few days. They've asked us to just mow around the piles, so that way it doesn't spread, and when they leave, it's easier for us to maintain everything and not really worry about any little spot fires or spreading out and stuff like that. There's something deeply satisfying about watching your long-held visions slowly take form, especially when you've lived through the dust and the delays and the never-ending to-do list of renovations. To see a space come together exactly how you imagined it all those months ago, or maybe even years, is something that always excites me. You walk into a room and glance at a finished corner and realize that this was just a sketch in your mind, a photo saved on your phone, or a scribbled note in a notebook, and now it's real. Renovating while living in it is hard. Things are constantly in the way, and you're always cleaning before you can even begin. And it feels like the mess is just never ending. But these little wins, the one finished job at a time, keep you going. It's not always about the big reveals, and when something finally looks the way you pictured it, that's the fuel to keep on moving forward. Here I'm just using the exact same method and stain tint as what I used for the shelving in the kitchen.
wag. Good job. Perfect. Now we taught him to always swing his bum away. That just keeps you safer. If he has a little fright, he's not going to run on top of